At what age do you feel like you had all this shit? Like, because I like to consider myself wise, right? And I listen to game. So if somebody's spitting game, I listen. You know, a lot of people sit there and be like, "Oh, when you have Charleston White, you don't battle with him. You don't go back and forth with him too much." Nah, because I'm not changing. Yeah, I'm not changing for the fucking camera. This is who I am.
Yeah, we kicking, pimping, and chopping game. Yeah. You know, when you chopping game, ain't no right or wrong, man. Just steel sharpen steel. Mm-hmm. Them hoes like to debate in they circle of information. Man, don't debate. Just don't apply. Just don't take it.
Yeah. Shit's just, it's dope shit. But like, how old were you feel like when you really like put it all together? I know every day we're still learning and shit like that, but like, you got a lot of wisdom.
Oh, when I had my daughter, man, when I saw what it took to give birth to a child, that put the pieces together. Yeah, when I saw what a woman had to go through to give birth, that I was able to put the pieces together. The gentleman, man, he's a gentleman. That's always been the perfect man. Mm-hmm. A male or a man that's a gentleman. There's no more gentlemen. You got high value man, all kind of shit. The gentleman was just a man, and a man, and if he was a good man, he was described as a gentleman. As a gentleman. Homie, they don't exist anymore.
Mm. Is that a result of the nice guys finish last?
Gentlemen aren't nice guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely got to break that down for me.
Man, the traits and the characteristics of a man, whether he's a good gentleman or not, he's not a nice guy. A man is not a nice guy.
Yeah. I saw something online that said the difference between a nice man and a kind man. He said, you don't want to be a nice man. It's okay for you to be kind when and where that applies, but you don't want to be nice.
That's the gentleman.
Yeah.
So a gentleman know how to come in here and say, hey man, you got my order wrong. I need to talk to such and such. And he's talking with a command voice. Mm-hmm. The tone of his voice, the seriousness of his face, the direct eye contact. Yeah. So homie,
firm handshake.
Man.
Speaking yeah. It's a certain level of
that shit is so frowned upon nowadays.
Well, that point gets across more than anybody compared to say, man, give me my goddamn shit. What's wrong with you, motherfucker? Well, that's that man's discredit.
Yeah. Immediately.
Yeah.
You'll be met with a lot of resistance.
Yeah.
That's true. Like even when you argue with, like in a relationship, you argue with a female, you could be dead right. You throw that bitch word on the end of that statement, you are suddenly wrong. It don't matter how right you were. What you just called, you could shift the whole dynamic of everything.
That part is you're more right.
But it's
when you finish it off the right way.
But it's all about how you the conviction, the manner in which you deliver the information.
If you hollering at me and going back and forward, and I call you a bitch, I ain't said nothing wrong, because women don't go back and forth with a man.
Okay.
That's why I was just saying that.
Women do not go. Real women and ladies do not tit for tat with a man. She'll let him be right, knowing he wrong, because at some point, I told you so. She'll okay. She'll make you. No, man, that's them bitches, man, that like to go back and forth. Hoes don't even do it. They just let your dumb ass be wrong.
Yeah, I was arguing with somebody on the internet the other day, right? Just going back and forth on Facebook, and I'm telling them, they're like, "Oh, why you holding this person's nuts?" Like the shit talk when somebody talks to me like that, and I'm like, "Let me tell you something. Let's just keep it 100 for a second. That's impossible." In the last few months that me and you been arguing about whatever we've been arguing about back and forth, a little tit for tat here, I made at least 6 figures. You know what I mean? You ain't did shit but type, and you're struggling this week. And like, ain't nobody care about how much money you make. I was like, you do. Your girl does too. Let's just be honest about it right now. You care. You're mad because I'm sitting there talking my shit, the real shit that you don't want to hear. It's like when you tell somebody you're successful or you're getting money, they get mad at us immediately. Charleston be running around saying like, I'm doing good. They got me in the hotel. They got me in the penthouse suite. You know what I mean? But they're still gonna hate you from the internet, and then they say like this doesn't count. You motherfucking right, this shit counts. It counts to your girl and it counts to you. Let's never get that misunderstood for a second. When these dudes be saying that shit, oh, your success don't mean shit. Yes, the fuck it does. That's what you're chasing for. You know what I mean? A lot of these bums out there legitimately talk all this shit all the time on the internet. And they talk shit about the shit that they're chasing because you're getting it. You know what I mean? If you're getting it, if you're getting to the bag,
Man,
you're getting to the money, all of a sudden they hate you.
Let me tell you, them AI robots, them ain't real humans. Man, I swear by God, that's why I quit arguing with them. I said, man, it's just them AI robots. They learning how to interact and engage with humans.
I'm convinced that's a real thing, bro.
Man,
some of these comments I'll be like,
now, I'll be talking to actual people that I know personally back and forth sometimes. I'll be talking that shit sometimes.
Man, a lot of them get off to your response.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Man, they talk about it at work. You done made their day for the month.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe their check this, and I don't mean like I get it, all the working class people, I get it, but maybe their check came in for $730, and out of 4 of those hours they were talking about Danza. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just the way that shit is. Talking about the back and forth, I don't feel like what Rollo was saying about Boosie was crazy, and then Boosie went crazy on him. I'm not sure if you caught wind of that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Boosie not from Atlanta, and nobody in Atlanta is saying anything about Rollo. So why Boosie so hell bent on saying something about it? And Boosie don't want them problem. Now Rollo got an army. Yeah, got an army.
I like the way Rollo approached it, to be honest with you, and I don't got nothing against Boosie. You know what I mean? I know obviously the history between you and him and whatnot, but
we filming. All right.
through the side, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now, man, Boosie picking and choosing. T.I. told on his dead cousin now. So, remember him and T.I. fell out over that. Then they got back together. So Boosie picking and choosing. But I see no. He don't want them kind of problem. He know that. Yeah, he know that.
Yeah, hopefully that shit quiets down.
I doubt it. Because Rollo produced the paperwork that he didn't tell. And Boosie keep going on and on about it. So yeah.
So what you talking about?
So in the streets, homie, that's like that's an attack on them.
Yeah, word.
So they live by them codes. I don't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On a different note, what's up with I haven't seen you and Aiden in a while.
Aiden been on a hiatus. We did something right before he sat down with Trump. But he been on a little vacation, taking him a break with all that money.
Yeah.
You got to at some point.
Yeah. He's too young with so much money. To consistently be working every day, all night, all day. Yeah,
exhausting yourself. The creative flow just start to kind of.
Yeah, you needed a break.
You got to take a break.
What'd you think about that Trump shit? That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's major.
I got a call from Funny Marco. I think he was gonna sit down with Funny Marco. And they trying to get him to sit down with what's that name? Tariq Nasheed.
Oh yeah. They tried to get me to set that up with you. Somebody wanted to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they be trying. I be getting emails all the time like, do you think that we could get Charleston White sitting down with this person? I don't even bother them. You know how many people, and I'm just an honest motherfucker. You know how many times I get texts? And I'll hit him up once in a while because I already know what his response is going to be. I already dealt with Charleston for that long to know what his response will be. I'll be like, yo, so-and-so said they wanted to just put him on the phone. Motherfucker, I don't want to work with you. Right. It's just like, this is what I wanted to avoid in the first place. But
yeah, I'm real selective, man. I ain't chasing the money. I'm trying to build relationships. Yeah.
You've earned the right to be a little selective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to choose a hoe.
As many platforms as you've been able to grace and they've requested your presence, a lot of people want to ask you questions and, check out your insight. What's been your favorite thing about doing all these interviews? If you had to pick one. Favorite part, favorite aspect, anything.
being able to present myself different in each interview. Yeah, you can't watch now one interview and say, man, he was the same way. It's a different perspective, homie, based off the questions. So
Yeah.
I might say the same shit, but it don't sound the same.
Yeah.
It's not delivered the same. So if you ask me to repeat shit, say, man, now what was you saying? I can't repeat this shit because I'm talking off the top of my head. So this shit ain't rehearsed. I don't have a script,
Right.
so I can't repeat it. Just the raw, natural, my motherfucking thoughts. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay. On the flip side of that, if you had to pick one thing that was your least favorite part about doing all these interviews, what's one part that you might hate? Because you've done, I don't know if you're keeping count, but
I've done over hundreds.
Man, you might be in the thousands.
Giving my story to motherfuckers that can benefit off of it when I die.
Oh, you saying
If I die, motherfucker, every interview I ever done, that bitch, yeah. If anything was to happen,
that's the favorite part? You said
that's the least favorite, but because there's some people that's not worthy of it. So probably 90% of people who interview me, they interviewing me to say, look, I got him. So they're not interviewing me to pick my brain, to display me in a different light, to change the narrative. Nigga, they hopefully that they interview be the one to, to shame me, to shut me up. They out talk me. So that's what most people are aiming to do in an interview.
I've seen that a few times, man. We've seen you have to leave in some cases. Like, listen, brother, we ain't even gotta go ahead and wrap this up, big dog. I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's damn. I gotta applaud that though, because not too many people used to walk off set. It's like, all right, we here to do it. Let's get this bag. But when you have the ability to walk away from money and walk away from a bad situation like that, that's a different type of power. That's a dangerous person. I
already know I'm gonna be disrespectful. I don't know how to debate. We can be talking religion. Stupid mother. God don't give a goddamn. I'm gonna be because I don't want to go back and forth. If you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe. We ain't gotta keep talking about it.
Yeah, that's my philosophy, man. You are entitled to be who you need to be for yourself, as long as that doesn't interfere with who I need to be for myself. So by all means, do what you got to do. But as soon as that come into this little range, now you got to deal with me. I got to deal with you. We got to have this exchange here, this energy exchange.
More people just want to out talk me,
and be the one that bested.
Yeah, it's a battle.
White.
I read the comments, and I get a lot of hate. I get what is this bullshit? The bitch ass wording people use, glazing. Dance is glazing, you know what I mean? But I be trying to tell people this is who I am as a human being, and they say that because why did Danza? It's funny. I find it funny that Danza called Charleston when he was with Tony Yayo. Right, there's literally these comments in there to be saying that, and they be like, "Oh yeah, he's always." They don't know.
They don't know. I done sent some pictures up there. My Danza done come through. I done sent pictures up there for Tony and the G Unit crew.
That was dope.
To deliver the pictures for him. So they don't know.
Yeah, and it's what's good, brother. You feeling? You coming?
Every time I see him, he got a bottle of tequila.
Every time, huh?
Yeah. Guaranteed.
What's up, nephew? So so now, man.
Yeah, I always get it. Like it's to say, oh well, why did he bring him up? And specifically, and I'm not gonna mention the name because there's no need to mention it. I just don't like it. We spoke about this over the phone too, partially. But introducing him to Benny, I introduced him to Benny, and then I put out the clip. 15 minutes later, I seen somebody else post. I used to respect this person, but I can't respect him anymore for this dude always trying to put him in the room with these people and shit like that. It's like, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want to give people the limelight because that's what they want is the attention. Remember I told you about some people just want the attention. They're trying to take it. You know what I mean? They're like, because a lot of people just want to debate Charleston, right? Like a lot of people really want to, the emails literally show, it doesn't say having a show with Charleston White. It says Charleston verse X, Y, and Z. So what are we talking about at verses? I'm not doing a back and forth. Like if anything, we're gonna bring another Britney Renner up, right? You know what I mean? Have a, you know.
Yeah, my verse is at 30,000. So when I do verses, I get paid 30,000.
Tough. That got to be a lot of fun too, though.
Yeah. I just did some shit with the fan bus, and we had to take it to OnlyFans. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a porn star now.
We graduated, added to the resume.
Man, I've evolved.
It's on the
I've evolved.
the IMDb.
Oh my goodness, boy! I had my goodness.
She
Man.
said I've evolved.
Man, y'all just go check it out on OnlyFans, and I got OnlyFans now.
Smart, man. That's smart.
Yeah.
All avenues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come and find me. Do you feel like when they close down your platforms, like Instagram specifically, you feel like they're kind of decapitating the man? Like taking your voice?
I lose money. Yeah, I do, but nah,
Okay.
because it ain't stopping the shows.
Right.
Yeah, it lose money now. Don't get me wrong. But it also increases in interview money.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, so even though so now more people want to say, man, let me work, you know. So now more looking for me now.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurts one way, but it increases in other areas.
Yeah.